And the topic that we want to look at today is indices. Topic is indices. So you are all muted now. So I begin to explain the topic so that you get it. Now the topic, like I said, is indices. Indices, yeah. So when you're talking about indices, what are we actually talking about? We're talking about exponential form of writing numbers. Exponential form of writing numbers, and there are some rules to follow or some laws to follow if we must be able to write it perfectly well. So I'm going to be writing laws of indices now. Of indices. Laws of indices. Okay. So I'll be explaining now, and when I need you to talk, you're going to unmute yourself. The first law I'll be writing is the product law. Product law. So law 1, first one is the product law. Product law. And what does the product law talk about? It talks about when you have something like a number that is raised to a particular power. Let's say you have A as a number and it's raised to a power B or power M. Let's say A raised to power B, or let me use M. A raised to power M multiplying another A that is raised to power N. All you need to do is to pick one of the A's, and because this is product, this is multiplication, all you have to do is to add the powers together. It's going to become M plus N. For example, if you have, let's say you have example 1, if you have 5 raised to power 2 times 5 raised to power 3. I said you're going to pick one of the A's, one of the bases, you're going to pick them, then you add the powers together, which is 5 raised to power 2 plus 3. 5 raised to power 2 plus 3, and this is going to give me 5 raised to power 7. Or let's assume you have something like A raised to power 2 times A raised to power 7, and this is going to be something like A raised to power 2 plus 7, and that will be A raised to power 9. Or if you have another example like this, 10 raised to power 6 times 10 raised to power 9. So this is going to give me 10 raised to power 6 plus 9, and that is going to be 10 or 15. So that is what the product law is all about. That's what the product law is. Okay, maybe let me just chip in this. Let's assume you have something like 6x cubed times 4x raised to power 5. Here, you can see 6 and 4 multiplying themselves. So this is going to be 24. You don't need any power on it. But the one that are the same, that have the same base, different powers, you're going to add the power. So that is x raised to power 3 plus 5. And that is going to be 24x raised to power 8. Now, unmute yourself and tell me if you do understand what I've explained, or if you have any question, you should ask. Yes, Tracy and Eva.
I understand.
Okay, you understand. If you can mute yourself back. What about Tracy? Do you understand that product law?
Sir?
I said, do you understand the product law? What I've explained, do you understand it? Tracy, I'm waiting to hear from you so we can.
I don't understand it because of the next.
Okay, ask your question, please.
So I said I understand the A, B, C, but I don't get it.
So ask your question. Ask your question. Yes.
Like I don't understand the whole thing, the whole D. I don't understand it.
Yes. What I'm trying to say is that what part of it don't you understand? You should let me know.
How you got 24x?
Look at it and think again. How do you think I got 24? Look at what you see on the screen. Yes. How did I get 24? From what you see on the left hand
Okay,
side.
I understand that.
So do you get it? So how did I get 24?
Yes.
How did I get 24? Yes, Tracy, tell me. How did I get 24? Yes?
It's 6x times 4x.
No. It is 6 times 4 that gave me 24. And I pick one of the F, like what I explained. I pick one of the F and I had the 3 and 5 together to give me 8. Now, do you get everything perfectly well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. You can mute yourself now and continue. So I clear the screen. Mute yourself. Okay, don't worry. Okay, yeah, that's okay. So the second law is what we want to talk about now. Law 2 is the division law. Division law. I said product law, the first one. So second law is division law. Division. Division law. Now, what are we dividing? Same way, when you have a number A raised to the power m, a number A raised to the power m, let me rewrite that, A raised to the power m, dividing the same A raised to another power. All you have is A raised to the power m minus n, and that's all. A raised to the power m minus n. So if you have something like the examples I use, I say not A this time around. Okay, let me use the same A raised to the power 5 divided by A raised to the power 3. Then my answer is going to be A raised to the power 5 minus 3. And that is going to be A raised to the power 2. No, this A raised to the power 5 and A raised to the power 3 is the same thing as saying A times A times A times A times A in 5 places. All over A raised to the power 3, A times A times A. And if you use 1A to cut 1A, 1A cuts 1A, 1A cuts 1A. How many A's remain? A squared. That is why you get this. So just take note of that the law is solely making your work simpler instead of having to write A raised to the power 9, A in 9 places or whatever before you can get your the solution to whatever you're trying to solve. So let's assume you have something like 16 x raised to 9 divided by 12x. Let me put 12 here. Something that's so divided by 8x raised to 6. So all I have to do here is this. I'm going to divide 16 by 8, that will be 2. Then dividing this means I pick one of them. Then 9 minus 6 gives me 3. And that is the answer. Let's assume you have this 10 raised to the power 7 divided by 10 raised to the power 2. And this is going to be 10 raised to the power 7 minus 2. which is going to be 10 raised to the power 5 finally. So unmute yourself, both of you, and tell me that you understand this or you ask questions. Unmute yourself and tell me whether you understand this or you have questions. Unmute yourself. I'm waiting.
Understand.
Okay, you understand. Because I will be asking you questions very soon. I'll be asking you questions very soon. All right, mute yourself back as I clear the screen. Now, we want to move to probably one or two more laws, or we look at further examples. And law 3 that I want to look at is, let me call it power law. So 3, power law. This is only saying that if you have A raised to the power m, also raised to the power n, then it's going to be A raised to the power m times n, and this is going to be A raised to the power mn, and that's as simple as that. Okay, if I look at an example here, raised to the power 3, raised to the power 2, give me raised to the power 6. How do I get that? Get it by saying 2 raised to the power 3 times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6, which is giving me 2 raised to the power 6. Okay, what if I say something like this? AB, A squared B cubed raised to the power 4. This is simply going to be A raised to the power 2 times 4, then times B raised to the power 3 times 4. And this will be A raised to the power 8, B raised to the power 12. That's my final answer. Okay, then the third one. Let's assume I have 12 A squared all squared. This is going to be 144 A raised to 4. Okay, option D. Let's assume I have 2 B 2 raised to the power 3, B raised to the power 2, or raised to the power 5. And this is going to be 2 raised to the power 15, 2 raised to the power 15, then times B raised to the power 10. So with this, now you can unmute yourself and talk if you understand what is on the screen. Tracy, mute yourself and talk. If unmute yourself and talk.
I understand.
Okay, wait, don't go yet. Tracy, do you understand? Tracy, I'm waiting. Do you understand? I'm yet to hear from her so that I can clear the screen and move on. Tracy, let me know if you understand. I can't get that. I'm not getting that, Tracy. Okay, you understand. Fine. If you really understand, Tracy, let me ask you a question. This 4 on top of A, where did it come from, Tracy?
From 12A plus 1 that is outside, 2 that is outside the bracket.
Yes, where did I get the 4? What gives me the 4? What gave the 4 here?
If 2 plus 2.
2 plus 2. Okay, Gift, unmute yourself. What gave me this 4?
2 times 2.
Very good. It's 2 times 2. I told you, when you have power, you are multiplying. This is what we have been doing here. 3 times 2 gave me this. 3 times 4. So if you go by the principle of 2
Yeah.
times 2, then definitely you are going to say 3 plus 2 in this first one, which is going to give you 5, which is wrong. So please take note of that, Tracy. Now,
Yes, sir.
Gift, let me ask you this. Where did I get the 15 from?
Three times 5.
Yes, it is this 3 times this 5 that gave me 15, while the 2 times the 5 gave me the 10. Okay, very good. I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you a classwork to do now, both of you. So, giving you the classwork, I'm going to give you just 5 minutes to finish up. Then, you're going to tell me your answer. I'll give you 5 minutes. You're not going to leave the something. I'm going to leave it on, but I'll write the questions here for you so that you just try it out and let me see. So I'm clearing the screen now. So get ready for your classroom. Question 1, to simplify. A raised to power 2 then 4 outside here all over A raised to power 3. Then the second one, second one, 8. Oh, not 8 this time around. 8m raised to power 3 times 2m squared or 5. So you're going to simplify this. Now you can start. You have 5 minutes. So once the time is over, I will ask you one by one for your answers. You have 3 minutes on. Okay. So, 2 minutes more. One minute more. So 1 minute more. You will soon round up now, both of you. Okay. So I think we can conclude it now. So you have to stop now and look at the screen. Going to write this out. So Tracy, for the first one, what's your answer? For number 1, what do you get? Yes, I'm waiting. Unmute yourself and talk, yes? Unmute yourself and talk. Tracy, you are muted. Unmute yourself and talk. What's the answer to the first one? I'm waiting.
A raised to power 8 over A raised to power 12.
Okay, a raised to power 8 over a raised to power 12. A raised to power 8. A raised to power what? 12, right? Okay,
Yes,
what's
sir.
the answer to the second one, Tracy?
Sir,
And your
can I
number
say something in that number one?
Okay, say it,
Sir?
yes. Yes, say it, say it.
I just wanted to say something. Since it's over
No, 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 no,
something
no.
like
Tell me your answer to the
8A
second
over
one.
8.
Tell me your answer to the second one. Yes, I'm waiting.
Okay. Is go downstairs. Okay.
Okay,
16.
okay, 16, yes.
16.
I'm waiting.
Sir, I see 16 raised to power 30m.
16 raised to power 30m. Okay. All right, just mute yourself back and follow. Gift.
Sir, I want to say something. Sir,
Are you changing the answer?
no, I want to say something that
No,
since it's A over.
no. Hold it first. If you are changing the answer, then tell me what you want to change it to. If you are not changing your answer, just hold it. So, Gift, what's your first answer?
That is A raised to power 8 over A raised to power 3.
A raised to power 8 over A raised to power 3. Okay, what's your second answer?
16m raised to power 13.
16m raised to power 13. Okay, we are going to look at the solution together, both of you, so that we can see which one is right, which one is wrong. Then we can know the correction too. There is no crucifying anyone here, whether you get it or you miss it. It is just to show you the direct step to go through. Then we end the class for today. Though you are going to stay for English after the class, I'm going to end this class and send another week for English. So, the first one, let's look at the solution to the first one. Number one says solution. So number one says A raised to power 2 4 all over A raised to 4. And this, according to what you've been told, 2 times 4 is 8. So A raised to power 8 by A raised to power 3. But don't forget that this is division line. This over means division. So this is going to be A raised to power 8 minus 3. And that is going to be A raised to power 5. So this is the answer to the first one, A raised to power 5, not A raised to power 8 over 3, and not A raised to power 8 over A raised to power 12. So take note of that. Then for number two, let me try and divide this thing so that we can, number 2, okay, now I have number 2 here. Look at it, both of you. For number 2, I have 8m cubed. 8m cubed times, let me clean that cube again and write it again. So 8m cubed times 2m squared raised to power 5. You're going to multiply 8 and 2, that is 16, then all the m's together. So this is m raised to power 3 times m raised to power 10. Where did I get 10 from? That is 2 times 5, give me 10. So and here now you're adding the power together because of the multiplication between the m and the m. So this is going to be 16 m raised to power 3 plus 10, and that is going to be m raised to the power 13. So that is the answer to that. That means this is correct. So if I'm going to rate this now, two answers here are wrong, while this is correct, while this takes half mark before you do finish. So take note of that. You can put down your correction. Oh, okay, don't worry. I'm going to snap this and send it to you and correction. So that is where we're going to be rounding up on this aspect. We're going to see in the next few minutes. Don't go to class for the English in the next few minutes. So thank you very much, and you have a nice break. I will send the link again. And for English, next